So I've had enough with this KLX 110. As you can tell by the title and thumbnail, I don't need to beat around the bush and make it a surprise. We're going to pick up two CRF110s. Not trading this out. I'm still gonna have this thing for like if anybody wants to ride it. It'll be the spare pit bike, but this thing I feel like is always broken. So somehow I found two CRF110s. The only way I wanted to buy them was in the crate, and luckily a dealership like an hour away had two. We'll head there now. Got everybody in the truck. Go pick these things up. We'll go in here and pick up this bank check. Forgot my mask. All right, now we're safe. All right, I just got the bank check figured out. I don't mind sharing how much I'm paying for these things. I'm curious if you have bought in a 2021 or a 2020 CRF110, what you guys have paid where you're at. Comment what you guys have picked yours up for. $58.99, so they're about $3,000 each. $29.50 to be exact. Cruising, like I said, it's only about an hour. Luckily, I didn't have to drive to PA where most of the bikes were previously, like 6 hours, so can't complain on an hour drive. All right, we just pulled up to Arkport Cycles. Go in here, sign the paper, and get this thing loaded up in the truck and head back and get these things built. Did all the paperwork, got some free shirts. Get this thing loaded up and head out of here. This crate's small. I should be able to close the gate, honestly. I didn't realize how small these were. Want me to just back up to here? No? Pull it. Looks like it's just sitting on the thing weird now. I think it's fine. It'll work. See how we'll load this up. Bring it close and then shimmy it on.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Put it in straight. Let's set it down and put it in. Yep. Just be easier. Yeah, right? He's swinging around. Just put it in straight. That way we don't have to shimmy it in here.
Trying to even outsource it, or Japan outsources their shit.
There it is.
Good. Go watch out.
One more. Let me just slide it.
Fine. You're gonna wait till you're good right there.
It's hitting the hinge, that's why. Awesome. Hey, Ryan, thank you very much. Yep. I appreciate it. Take it easy. No, you're good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Beautiful. Well, once again, thank you to Arkport Cycles. Get me set up with two 110s in the crate. No other dealership wanted to do that, so get back to the house and get these things built. Rip around on these things. What do you think, Joe? You stoked? Joe's buying the other one, so he's selling the KTM for a Honda. We're trading. You're trading me the KTM for the Honda, right?
No.
Just straight trade?
No.
Oh, man. Coming down the road, the whole top.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't have even gone
off.
anywhere, dude.
No?
No, it's got
Was it tied down?
I would have just done that.
A little bit. Let's push it forward a little more so it won't move. Don't catch that wind. There we go. Made a little pit stop at Joe's camp. Whip these things around for a little bit. Why?
Go, we'll bust you off.
Jeez, buddy. Whipping in here. Well, that was a fun 2-hour trip. All right, we just got back to the house. Get this thing out of the truck. I don't know if Anthony and I are gonna be able to get this thing out by ourselves lifting it, so we're gonna have to improvise. Check these things out in here. We'll get my forklift warmed up. Well, let's see how this goes. Nice! Let's undo these. Messed up the grass a little bit. But the grass will grow back. Gonna be thousands of heated people in the comments, but I didn't know how else we were gonna get it off. Anthony and I were not that buff. We haven't been hitting the gym recently, so we're slacking, I know. Oh, this is the next best thing.
Or you could just drag it around the definition of a UTV, utility vehicle. Does everything.
Exactly. Beautiful. Bikes are solid. We'll hook it back up and drag it up to the house. Why do more work than we need to? If you don't have a forklift and you have a side-by-side, next best thing to get your bikes unloaded from the truck. Anthony's already at it, getting these things out. What we gotta do is the front wheels, the bars, flipping around on these things. One's already sold. This one's just for me. Finally back in the Honda game, pit bike wise. So if you guys are stoked for more pit bike content, try and get this video to say 7,000 likes because my KLX is shot. Not because Anthony held the rev limiter for 30 minutes.
No. He's off to first.
This just comes off. I've had these ODI bars ready to go for a 110 for months now. These straight bolted on. I've got some new triple clamps coming that are taller too. They'll be ready to go from the start.
It's got to be about right here, right? Just get routed usually.
Here we go. Got this thing built. Wasn't too hard. Took us a little longer than it should have for sure. But startup, I think Honda was actually generous enough and actually gave us a little gas in here. All right, barely any gas, but enough to start it up. Lights come on. I think we're good.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Hopefully it starts. That's it. It's a Honda.
All right, we're gonna pull the same thing that kid did at the
straight to rev limiter right now.
No, not only straight to rev limiter, we gotta empty all the oil out. All the oil out.
Well, I take that back. They gave me enough gas to get about 10 seconds down the road and then run out. Let's fill this thing up and then go rip it around. Come back and get this other one built up. So stoked to finally have another Honda. I thought, like I said, I could do without it. The Hondas are just way better than the Kawi. It really comes down to the fuel injection. You can't beat it. So there you have it. I wish I had time to actually ride it in this video on the jumps on my property, but fortunately it got too dark. So next video, see first ride on these things. This is what it'd kind of be like if Honda sent you a 110. Hence the title. I'm sure a lot of people are already heated about that in the comments. Get going, get this other thing built. Just been ripping this thing around the house and neighborhood for the past little bit. Also think down here I got a few parts for it that I got sent last week from T-Bolt. I got the heavy duty to get the dampening rods in to actually make it a little bit taller. BBR skid plate I gotta put on there. Like we have a BBR rear spring I gotta put on there. Got a shift brace for this thing so I don't bend the shaft on that. And then necessary things are a rim lock on this because the tube spins in the wheel and the rim rips your tube. You'll have a bunch of flats, so definitely need rim locks on these Hondas. Probably get this all installed tomorrow, get that going. Well, the rain today's cutting into our ride time. Hopefully we can get riding this afternoon. If you guys are stoked for these things, not that it's like super new content aside from the KLX, maybe I'll be able to make more pit bike videos because it won't actually be broken like this thing. So let me know what you think I should do to this thing. Torn between getting a pipe right now. I like that it's quiet to be able like around the house to not piss the neighbors off, and I can ride it later at night without feeling guilty. I will probably put a pipe on here eventually. For right now, I'm just gonna run it stock. And come this winter, I'll probably tear it all down, powder coat everything, get it blinged up, make it look a little cool. This is how you can already tell the tube is already kind of twisting in the rim. 30 minutes of riding this thing. Gotta get those rim locks in there ASAP. If you have any recommendations on what I should do to this thing to maybe give it a little more power, actually tune this thing and get a couple things where I can adjust it on my phone. And just get the suspension dialed, some bigger pegs. This thing really honestly doesn't need too much. They're pretty good right out of the crate. If you have any other recommendations, let me know. I'll definitely look into it if you guys have one of these and have done it to your bike. So if you want to see more pit bike content, make sure you guys are subscribed, like the video. If you want to see what I'm doing as far as pit bike content, any other content, you can follow my Instagram at Tyler Monagan. I've already seen this days before this video actually came out. I haven't done a merch plug in a really long time. Everything on the website, hoodies, everything is 50% off. So if you want something, I'd get it now before all that old stuff is out of stock. As always, that'll be the top link in the description to my website. And on that, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video.